Hello from Shraddha from LoveBites. A very different recipe today. Baked polenta flatbread with Bchamel sauce, cherry tomatoes, zàatar and feta. It is divine. Just make sure you do all the preparations because it's a little time consuming. And when we bake it, we need to make sure it is crisp. Otherwise, it's not so much fun to eat this. It also works beautifully as an appetizer. Make really chotu ones for the appetizers. And everybody will love it because it is very different. Of course, it's healthy because it's made with polenta. All the ingredients to my recipes are given in the description box below. Do like, do subscribe and click on the bell icon for notifications. Follow me for lots more. Bye-bye. Let's make our cherry tomatoes for a polenta pizza bread. For that, take a baking dish. To that, add cherry tomatoes, some balsamic vinegar, olive oil, crushed pepper, salt to taste, and some garlic which I have grated. I'm going to just mix it. Once all your ingredients are well combined, we're taking a foil paper and just sealing the dish. I've heated my oven to 150 degrees centigrade with the fan mode also on, and we're going to keep it in there to bake for 30 to 45 minutes until your tomatoes get cooked. Also try and stir it in the middle if possible. Let's check. It's been 45 minutes in my oven. Here the tomatoes are done. They've been split. I don't want it softer than this because it will turn to mush. Let's take it out of the oven. To the tomatoes, we're going to add a wee bit of castor sugar and zàatar. Give it a good mix. Do it with a very delicate hand, otherwise all your tomatoes will become mush. And just leave it to cool, and then we're going to add herbs after it's totally cool. Our tomatoes have totally cooled. Once they are cold, we're going to add fresh herbs. This is fresh oregano which I've chopped fine, and some parsley finely chopped. Just mix it together and keep it aside till we use it on our flatbread. Let's work on our Bchamel sauce. Take a wok, heat it. To that we're going to add some butter. Let's wait for the butter to melt. Adding all-purpose flour to the butter. We are going to cook the all-purpose flour in butter on low flame until it turns slightly pink in color. Our all-purpose flour and butter have cooked well. To this we're going to add some whole fat milk, a bit of pepper powder and salt to taste. Be careful of your salt if you are using salted butter. We're going to just whisk it and make sure it is lump free till this mixture thickens. After the mixture had become lump free, I switched to a spatula and see now it's thickening. So just cook it for a couple of minutes until it thickens well. It's reached a nice thick consistency. I'm going to take it out in another bowl. After you've put it in a bowl, take a cling wrap and just make sure you're touching the mix because we don't want any layer forming on top because then it'll dry out and it won't come out well. So like this we're going to keep it to cool. Let's work on our flatbread. For that, take a pan. To that we're going to add some water, full fat milk, some butter, garlic which has been minced, salt to taste. Don't add too much salt in case you are using salted butter, and a good amount of pepper. We're going to just make sure this comes to a light boil before we work on rest of the ingredients. Once it comes to a light boil, you take some polenta and add that. Now we continuously stir it so that there are no lumps. Keep it on medium-low and do this. We're going to wait for it to thicken and then add more ingredients. Our polenta has thickened. To this we're going to add some more butter and some grated pecorino romano. Take a spatula and mix it. Keep your ovens to heat at 230 degrees centigrade and keep a baking tray handy. You need to get a nice thick consistency of this. It's ready. Now we're going to quickly transfer it to a baking tray which has a sill pad on it. Either you can make 2 batches of this or just 1. Just flatten it and make sure it's all even. Don't make it too thick, thickish like a pizza. and we're just going to get it into a nice rectangular shape. The polenta has been well pressed down like a flatbread. To this we're going to take the Bchamel sauce, remove the cling wrap and just add it on top. We're going to leave the sides, don't go till the absolute corners of the flatbread. Once you've spread the Bchamel properly, leaving the sides, take your tomato that you had made with the za'atar etc. in it and spread that. After you spread the tomato mix, take some feta, Greek feta, and just crumble on top. After the feta, take some fresh oregano sprigs and just put that in. We're going to put it in the oven to bake for 22 minutes or until it's nice and crisp and golden at 230 degrees centigrade. Let's check. It's been 40 minutes in my oven, much more than 22, and it's looking quite done. It's crispy, so let's take it out. Let it cool a bit. Slice it into pieces and serve. You can slice big, small, whatever you feel like. This is a very good recipe. It's healthy and it's very, very tasty. So give it a try. You can also do really tiny ones as appetizers. So give it a try and you all will love it. Thank you.